Welcome back. We are here for Hearts of Wulin, the Numberless Secrets expansion, subtitled Gaze into Silken Night. We are welcoming back our wonderful players. Unfortunately, one of them had to open door from last time, but we still have a great crop of people to see what stories they want to tell. And we also have two new players that have joined the table, and we'll go ahead and get introduced to them in a little bit as well. So, if anybody wants to do like a player introduction, name, pronouns, interest in Hearts of Wulin, and experience in Hearts of Wulin, if any. Okay, so yeah, Mads, she, they pronouns. I have only played hacks, I guess, of Hearts of Wulin, which is like Hearts of Camelot, basically. And I enjoyed doing that. And now I decided I was going to be crazy and run my own Hearts of Wulin campaign. Yay me. So we'll see how I do. Yay. Okay. Um, I'm going to popcorn it over to Thomas.
Hello, hello. I'm Thomas. He, him pronouns. Yeah, the last campaign was my first time playing Hearts of Wulin, and now I am an expert. Is what I'm gonna claim. But yeah, excited to start this new game with John and Michael. Yeah, I will pass it over to Michael.
Thanks. I'm Michael. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns, and I'm really excited because I've never played this expansion, Numberless Secret, but I always wanted to, and I'm really looking forward to getting messy with y'all. And I'm handing it over to John.
I'm Jonn, he, him. I've played mostly hacks, and somehow this weekend I will be playing two different Hearts of Wulin games for the so this one wins by being on Saturday. So this will be the first Hearts of Wulin game. I played Hearts of Camelot. I played a hack of Gundam, which is from Mercury, and I no, those are the two I played. So this will be the actual first time I play Hearts of Wulin. And I'll popcorn it over to Agatha.
Yep, perfect timing. Hi, I'm Agatha. My pronouns are she, her, and I am obsessed with Hearts of Wulin. I was a part of the development for the game, and then I've run and played in quite a few of them, though Mads' first season of this was my first time playing the Numberless Secrets expansion. So that has been A plus. I am now also going to consider myself an expert in Numberless Secrets, just following after Thomas's lead. Um, yeah, especially excited about our mystery today because this is the mystery that I ran after I was inspired by Mads. That I was like, I'm gonna run this too, and then I chose this particular mystery. So now I'm like, how different will it be? Ooh. So yeah, and I will pass the last popcorn to Rod.
Hey, I'm Rod, he, him. I played mostly one shots with for Hearts of Wulin, but I did play it in the campaign that Agatha ran. That was a pirate campaign, and I had my heart broken, so I'm back for more Hearts of Wulin, and hopefully things will end happier today.
Well, I don't know about happy. I mean, like, just more complicated, of course, because that's the way this game works. So, we have our our old characters from the first mystery, the first series. So I don't know if they want to try and reintroduce themselves or and include something that they remember specifically from the last series. And then we can introduce the new characters and then start figuring out how people are entangled with each other. Because that's the big thing. That's the big thing about this wonderful game is like the messy relationships. Yay. So um, do either Gullible Moo, Soup, or Jintong want to start?
Yeah, I'm playing Ren Muyang, better known as Gullible Moo. Um, and he is a shepherd. Youngest, the playbook is student, and he's the younger sibling. Um, And yeah, his name is pretty describes him fairly well. He's fairly guileless adventure. Yeah, we were all invited to a school where Sun Guyang, was that his name? The head of the school had invited all of us, and we didn't know why. Apparently, he was afraid that someone was trying to kill him. And it turned out that I was his illegitimate son, for whom he had plans to use to inherit his estate, because he thought he could control me. Um, after faking his own death. Uh, Not complicated at all. But yeah, I don't know how much that's going to figure into this adventure because Gullible Moves was at the end not interested in becoming the head of a, a house, and he has an older half sister, um, who happily took on that responsibility. Yeah, and he was in had a love interest, Riverglass, who was also an assassin, uh, in the same faction as Jintong. But we left off with him catching sight of Riverglass with another man, uh, the White Monk, at the very end. So who knows how that's going to turn out. And I'll guess I'll pass it off to whoever wants to take next.
I'll go next. I forgot about that last plot point. Bro. Um, yeah, so the character I'm playing is called Jintong, pronounced as she, her, and she is a former assassin from a group called the Red Lanterns Association. The reason why I went former assassin is because she hasn't quite given up her craft. Um, it's more that like she's been unable to carry it out because she got poisoned by her last real target, and that target is called Sanhuang. Um, this poison is very particular in that it is affected by emotions. So if she gets any kind of heightened emotions, then it spreads, and it's represented visually. It starts from the wrist, and it has been progressing onwards, basically towards her heart. Is what it looks like. Probably something like a dark green line on in her veins or something like that. So this poison has significantly reduced her martial abilities, which is why I mean, it's also, there were complicated reasons why she didn't end up killing her last target, but this also means that she has technically betrayed uh, her organization in that she didn't carry through with her job and she didn't go back to receive punishment for it. And so now, mm, things are happening. I think she knows that she will have to face the music at some point. But right now, she is still trying to go on with her life. The things that happened last time. One very important character to Jintong is Riverglass, the aforementioned Riverglass. Riverglass came from the Red Lanterns Association along with Jintong, and they were very close. They were basically like siblings, even though they were both orphans, because of course, Assassin Association has to have a bunch of orphans. Um, and so like she really cares about him. They tried to run away before when they were younger and it did not succeed. And that kind of like it's a really formative moment in Jintong's mind. And she wants Riverglass to be happy and she will do a lot to make sure that happens. Last season it was to try to figure out if Muyang, Ron's character, is actually even, or Gullible Mu is like even a viable love interest for Riverglass. And then, well, things happened, like a murder. And now things are she's kind of like accepting Gullible Moo as like, okay, maybe this will work out, and I don't have to like prepare myself to murder Gullible Moo. But hey, some other things happened. I don't know. Gullible Moo saw something, I guess. I didn't see it. So unsure what is going to happen next.
Agatha, I don't know if you remember this, and you can obviously retcon it out, but the last scene of the previous series was Jintong rejoining the Red Lanterns.
Did I say that, or did I just kill someone?
You,
You killed
Jintong,
somebody in a very obvious
Red
heart
Lantern way.
Red
Yeah.
and
Lantern
also
way.
like a Red Lantern showed up, and you left together. It
Oh,
was
you
it was a
right.
wordless scene. There were no words spoken, but
Yeah. Yeah, I did that for dramatic purposes, and now I am having to
yeah.
deal with
Look
it.
now,
Yeah.
episode continuity, okay?
Hey,
I mean, like, if things drop off, it's like, who knows what happened to that plot point? Who
Well,
knows?
Yeah, I think it can still be the stinger. I think that still could work, but I don't know where we are now at the
yeah,
start of this. So I'm kind of
yeah.
like open to more options, but you're right, Thomas.
No,
Thank you.
we can also figure out what exactly happened after that scene, like later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will also say, like, some time has passed because I feel like with the reveal that Jintong was whatever of the Red Lantern
Yeah,
Society, I think that that Soup is kind of like you exposed yourself. You revealed yourself to be part of that society.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so therefore it's like, they may have feelings. People may have feelings about this, right? So, oh. And I will also say that any conditions that you gained from last series, like they're gone. Like they don't
yeah. That
like you
makes
can
sense.
uncheck those boxes because some time has passed. Okay. So
Cool.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
I
next.
have an
Sorry.
idea about what happened now. So we can revisit this.
Revisit this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What happened with Soup?
yeah, yeah. Jintong can tell us in character when they inevitably confront her over
Mm.
her shady associations. Um, but yeah, I'm playing Soup, reprising my role as the uh, the chief detective of this of this group. Uh, Soup was trained as a detective at the Clove School, a school for detectives, and was expected to take over. Was the most senior disciple of that school, and then his teacher, Master Clove, was killed. Oh, by who? I wonder. And then Soup ran away and refused to take up the position, and instead became a kind of kind of a drunk, kind of a wandering playboy, like somebody who just you know wanted to have fun and avoid his responsibilities. And yeah, that's who we saw. And then at some point, Soup got serious and solved all the mysteries with no help from anybody else. I'm kidding. Everybody did things. I mostly just stood there and looked serious. But yeah, I ended last season with Soup being extremely disappointed in the concept of friendship, since all his friends seem to either be lying or uh, abandoning him. So yeah, we will pick up from there, I guess. Uh,
And so one of the things that I will add is from last series that the love interest, Soup's love interest from last series, Morningstorm, that he was trying to impress. She wasn't having it, and she decided she was going to have Gullible Moo pretend to be her betrothed to try to stave off Soup. Um, turns out that, Soup really cared. He saved her, but she was unconscious at the time, being cured of of the poison, and didn't hear anything that Soup said. But when she was awake, she met with somebody in secret and said that that person has to watch over the group, and that will need to be at the next location, wherever that is. And that's where we left off. So let's be introduced to our new characters. So if if Michael, if you'd be so kind as to start us off, be introducing us to your character.
Sure. So I'm playing Jade Starlight, who uses they them pronouns, and they are a historian. That's the Aware playbook. And as descriptions are picked flawless skin, unflinching gaze, concealing hat, so they wear big hats, and traveler's robes, because they do not want to be recognized immediately as a historian, a member of the Silver Crane Alliance. And they do, however, and we can workshop that because I wasn't sure if that what would be appropriate if they have like a badge or a name tag or something like that. They are able to identify themselves. And they also wear a concealed weapon, which is a meteor hammer. I haven't thought about entanglements yet, so
Oh, we'll go over all that because we have to
yeah,
kind of like
after
involve everybody for sure.
exactly after we've heard about Jonn's character as well.
Yeah. All right. So Jonn, please introduce us to your character.
Character's name is Haoran. He, they. They are a member of the Water Lily Society. They're handsome with stormy eyes and elegant costumes of colorful silks. They carry a dagger, I said? Yeah, yes. They have throwing knives and daggers. They use the sea spray blade dance style. Um, they're effectively been brought in to finish a job that was started to finish a job that was started against their patron, uh, looking to hunt down a individual and make sure that their benefactor stays safe because someone may have made an attempt on their life recently. And so water lilies are kind of have to follow, more powerful clan dictates in action, and they're now involved with seeing it through.
Are you an assassin, Jonn?
I mean, no, yes.
Okay. Interesting. So are the water lilies an assassin society?
They're I wouldn't call them necessarily assassin society. They're more of they are I can't think of the word, but Lantern Association basically gets to tell them what to do because they're more powerful. So it's dictated that they need a problem to go away, and therefore
Ah.
now I'm here to deal with it. More enforcer than assassin. I don't necessarily. I may take action of my own accord, or I may outsource to someone else to deal with it, depending on the situation.
Okay. So what I'm getting is that the Water Lily Society may or may not even exist, and you've just been sent by the Red Lanterns to kill Jintong. Like, is that basically
No, warrior lilies exist. They just are subordinate to Red Lantern Association.
Okay. They're like the B team.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Interesting. Nice. Or are you like the secret team? You know, will Jintong not recognize you because the
Yeah, I
water?
think it's more that you're going with someone they would not recognize versus people that they would intimately know.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you don't use Heart Stealer. as your
No.
fighting style. That's the most recognizable trait of people that are part of the Red Lanterns Association.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Fun.
Okay. All right. So everybody has finished character creation. Excuse me, as far as I can tell. The main part that we have to work on now is, coming into this new series, like how people are entangled with each other. So, looking at the character sheet, we're going to go ahead and create entanglements. So, you have to have one romantic, one general, and then you could use, like, on the tab, on the character keeper, there's a tab for entanglements, some examples of how you involve a PC and an NPC into your entanglement, however it be romantic or general. And you would try to involve one of the other PCs, of course, for your entanglement, whatever it is. So if you want to redo, I think given it's a new series, I'm glad if people want to redo, like if you're an old character, if you want to redo your entanglements to fit the people that are here right now. And of course, like, some of the NPCs have carried over, like Riverglass, Undaunted Zhedong, because it's like, why not have somebody annoying bother Soup? And and Cheng Ruogong is someone who is going to be a definite recurring character through the two mysteries that I want to enact for this series. Okay, so she's a mysterious presence here. So, if people have ideas of how they want to adjust or add a romantic or general entanglement with another PC, please, feel free and let's talk about it.
Yeah, first of all, I can establish what happened with Jintong. That
Okay.
kind of will tie into what is your name? Haoran's involvement. And so I think what happened after Jintong took on that last assignment from the Red Lanterns Association is that right after she carries through with it, like she did kill someone. Yeah, because she did the thing again. Then she gets, I don't know if she gets like, they basically capture her, the Red Lanterns Association. And then like take her back and so she's going through like the punishment regimen. And like, and I think she actually escapes like halfway through because she knows that it's basically to like, it's not really about her at that point. It's about like sending a message to everyone else. Um, so she knows that she will die at the end and she doesn't actually want to die yet. So she runs away again. And that's kind of like how I'm going to tie in like, oh, she went back, but then now she's gone again. Like what happened? And then also this is probably she's being more careful about it this time. Well, we'll see. And maybe that's also why they are mobilizing the Water Lily Society.
But
Does that
didn't they?
feel like hmm?
I just had a question about that. I mean, like, but wouldn't they have seen, like, in the punishment that, like, you were poisoned by your target? And so, therefore, it's like, you couldn't
Yeah,
fulfill
I don't think
perhaps
that
your
matters
duties?
very much.
Okay, okay, okay. But just for the fact that you
Yeah.
ran away and didn't even accept punishment, that was the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Got
think
it.
it's more about sending that message than really like it's like they don't really explaining why is not really like a part of um um
Didn't
the
fulfill the
the the,
job.
the
That's all that matters.
post-mortem.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
right? It's like you were supposed to do it. You had one job.
I imagine Haran doesn't know the details of all the poisoning in that part. They were just this person needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, that sounds good with me. So yeah, that's what happened. And I don't know if that might be helpful for tying into other entanglements. So I'm putting it out here first.
I have no ideals for the entanglements. I'm just like looking at them. I'm like, I could all of these sound good, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I know enough to actually choose any one of them. Um,
Do any of the unorthodox general work or romantic work for you?
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at all three of them, and I'm like, all of them could work. I feel like I don't have a good feel for everything to choose one, and so I'll probably need a second to like digest.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be the one that's going first. That's fine. Gullible Moo, did you want to change any of yours? Like, or do you want to keep them the way they are? I mean, the general one, I mean, like, since Morningstorm's no longer here and you
Yeah.
agreed, like, you are no longer betrothed, you don't need the pretense anymore. I mean, like, she's not here. So if you want to change that general entanglement, you totally can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to change both of it, but I just can't.
Okay.
Still figuring it out. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, Rod, if you change your, I'm so curious about your romantic one now. Because my former assassin entanglement is very currently tied to your romantic one.
Right.
And I'm happy to change it, but I'm now just like eyes emoji.
If you have any ideas, I'm happy to listen.
I guess my question is like, are you still interested in the Gullible Moo and River Glass romantic tension that was there last time?
Yes. I mean, I think it's definitely going to affect Gullible Move's approach, even if I do change the romantic entanglement. Yeah, I think there's more story there.
I had a question because I can't remember if we discussed it, but is Gullible Moo, aside from the Circle of Willows associate, you know, connection? I mean, is Gullible Moo aware that um, Riverglass is also Red Lantern?
I don't think that ever came up, did
Okay,
it? I don't think.
I don't think no.
Yeah,
And
I don't think
Jintong
it
saw
has
has.
not
no.
Jintong would not have told a Gullible Moo.
Mm-mm. Okay.
I mean, granted, Jintong is also busy.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna come into. I think it's gonna come into play for this particular mystery. I think I know how to bring in Riverglass for either of you or both of you to be connected still. So yeah, if you want to continue with that particular romantic entanglement, I'm happy to keep that up and keep Riverglass in the picture. Okay. But yeah, you probably want to change your general entanglement, Moo.
Mhm.
All right, I've picked the general. I'm still trying deliberating over these three or unorthodox
Mhm.
romantic unorthodox. I'm just not sure. For the general one, I'm going knows my secret and threatens to tell my friend who will not understand why I've deceived them. It's going to be the general.
Hmm.
So who's the I imagine it should be one NPC and one PC for entanglement. So who's the who's the lucky NPC
Yeah,
and the lucky PC?
and that's kind of where I'm stuck at is like who would fit that. Like I'm not sure who would be fit into that.
So any of the PCs except Jintong could fit into either, and we'd all be excited for that, John. So
Hmm, hmm. Yeah,
you can pick anybody, and we'll be blessed.
yeah, yeah. So
Right,
not
Any
and it's just
Jintong,
like
obvious for obvious reasons, but yeah.
yeah, for obvious reasons. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
like
I think my character would be pretty pissed if you deceived them.
nice.
okay,
And if
yeah,
both of you are friends, that also is nice place to start,
Yes.
right?
Oh
Hmm.
yeah,
You
that's
join
Yeah,
the group together. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's true.
okay,
That sounds
that
that
works.
sounds awesome.
Um,
So blah blah blah
knows
knows
my
your
secrets.
secret, threatens to tell Jade
So who's
Starlight.
the
Oh,
NPC that knows the secret?
oh boy.
Do you want to make somebody up, or Mads, do you have some people that you think could be a good fit?
I mean, if you want it, like again, you could like always include like a pain in the ass in the picture because Undaunted Zhedong, who's a drunken master,
Yes.
like would know shit. He knows stuff from 10 years ago or like whatever, but he would also probably know that like know your secret, uh, Haoran. So that would not surprise me
Okay,
one damn bit. He's a bit of an ass, so
that makes it better.
yeah,
So okay,
so
what
yeah.
is what's his name again?
Undaunted Zhedong. He's
In
J
the
column and line 32.
in the NPCs tab, it's Zedong if you wanna.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So I could spell it right.
Okay.
Michael, did you have any entanglements in mind?
I think I'll need to think a bit more about it because
Yeah, that sounds good. I actually have some questions for Jade Starlight. Like, what what does Silver Crane Alliance do? Like, are you yourself just a historian, or is your whole group a historian society or group?
I think it's the latter. So I'm pretty much sticking to the suggestion of the playbook, which says that they chronicle, they keep scores or rankings. Who's the bravest? Who's the fastest?
Okay, so what is the Silver Crane Alliance's general reputation? Are you do people do people want to want to impress the Silver Crane Alliance, or do people like kind of despise the Silver Crane Alliance for
I
like digging
think,
up secrets and ruling it
yeah,
over everyone?
I think it's like the organization that hands out Michelin stars. You know, like food critics going to places and they say, okay, you've got a great restaurant, you get a star, or you got even 3 stars. So basically, they are maybe not beloved, but respected.
Okay.
And that's probably a reason why Jade Starlight doesn't want to be recognized, because if then he would be treated differently. Like this might be
Yeah,
an
J Starlight
obscure.
isn't. No, go ahead, finish.
It's like, in any basic sitcom or so, when the food critic comes to town and the restaurant wants to impress them, and so they want to avoid that.
Okay.
And
So
I'm
this
I'm
means that
wondering, did we all know each other beforehand, or how did you guys start?
Yeah, the entanglements kind of necessitate us having some sort of relationship prior to our
yeah,
first session. So yeah, we have to backfill some stuff right now.
I think like by the time we get into play, we should all already know each other.
Yeah.
So we don't need to have known each other for a very long time. But at at that point we should know, is what I think.
Yeah, and there has been, again, like I said, I mean, there has been some time since the last mystery that you guys have healed, you guys have done like some things, and again, because, you know, Jintong revealed herself to the others, like how they're dealing with that, if they even think about that at all, like, like, oh my God, she was like a Red Lantern or whatever, but then she got captured, obviously, but then has now escaped again, which we'll find out about when we go back into play. Can't wait. That'll be great. So, yeah.
So I do have a question. How many
Hmm.
people are pretending to be betrothed to Gullible Mute? Because I see there's a Morning Storm who also says that they're pretending to be betrothed. So I'm confused.
Yeah, Morningstorm's no longer here. She was still
Okay.
recovering. She
So,
was still
so
recovering from being poisoned last mystery.
Okay.
so the current number of people pretending to be betrothed to Gullible was 0.
Okay.
But that will probably change.
They trust him. They like, he's the man, he's the arm candy. So
Convenient fiance.
yes, the convenient fiance. Oh man, that sounds like such a good show. But
Then I
Soup really,
probably
really
will
loved
be
her.
better off to make up an NPC than to try to connect to one of these existing ones, since I have no idea which ones are alive or dead or just out of
Well,
position.
anybody that's on the top two rows of the NPC tab are people that are coming back from the last mystery, or they are new to
Okay.
this mystery. So anybody that's
Okay.
on the bottom, don't like ignore everybody like below the first two rows. Yeah,
Got you.
because those are either spares because I have no, connection to them or whatever. I should also move Gullible Moo's stepmother down. I don't think she appears in this thing at all.
So I think with the whole Morning Storm deception, you know, that got in the way of him of Global Moo getting together with Riverglass, and then by the time that deception ended, Riverglass was with someone else, or so Global Moo thinks.
Yeah.
But I think that experience makes him want to be more honest, so that uh, he's kind of taken on a new policy of, I'm not going to be lying anymore because it's bad for everyone. So if anyone wants, as a general entanglement, I'm thinking like I have to keep someone's secret or someone wants me to keep their secret. So if that ties in with anyone's backstory.
You are
Although if
now.
that's a bit like,
Yeah.
where Gullible Moo has to be engaged, betrothed to somebody every single series, then that could be something that we continue with. I don't know.
Oh my God.
What a bit.
It's a good bit.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I do want to get like get an entanglement with an NPC that I haven't really interacted with last time.
Okay.
So I'm looking at King of Pearls, but
Oh yeah.
anyone really.
Yeah, King of Pearls, whose lover I killed.
Yeah.
Just a
And I
long
also
time
change,
ago.
I also really want to tie in the only one that I'm changing so far, I think, is my romantic one. And so I want to tie that to one of the other PCs. If
Yeah.
either
Cool
one
that,
of
but it'd
those.
be fairly difficult, but also I'd still be cool with
Yeah.
I've decided the Soup is engaged to somebody.
it. Oh man.
What?
Hey.
Oh no! Oh
The
my
engagement
gosh!
shenanigans continue.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Is no
Okay.
vow sacred in this world.
No, none. I've decided that Soup is engaged to somebody, but is secretly in love with somebody else, and it's sad, I guess.
Again, it's
Soup is
sad.
always pining. What's
It's
happening?
yearning.
That's the optimal state, right?
Yeah. Moo
Um,
is always
Okay,
betrothed
then
to
that
somebody.
makes mine easier. So I'm engaged to Soup,
oh, nice.
but have fallen in
What?
love. Do you have a sibling by any chance?
Do I have a sibling? I could. I would
You
love
can
to
totally change that
introduce.
entanglement. It doesn't have to be a sibling or whatever, right?
Okay.
So,
I would love to introduce a sibling in season 2. It's one of those things
okay.
that
All
happens,
right.
right? They're like,
Oh wait, is
and
it like
also,
Sherlock and Mycroft?
yeah. Oh, wow. No. I think this sibling would have to be worse. Would have to be a worse detective, or maybe they're
Okay.
not a detective.
I don't know. Do any of the picks inspire you to pick a sibling?
Yeah, are they like mega stressed because you were supposed to take over and become the de facto head detective, and then they were like, "Yay, I can just go and practice martial arts all the time," and now they're like, "I don't. What are clues? What?"
What are clues?
I if they're the head of the Clove School, I think that would be weird for them to be here. So but I like the idea that maybe they never trained to be a detective at all because I was supposed to do that. You know what I mean? Like if you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
you have three kids, one of them can do this and the other one can do that, and the other one
yeah.
can do that, and you kind of
And they don't
decide
even
that.
necessarily have
Yeah.
to be trained in the close school, right? They could have
They
gone
didn't,
to
yeah.
get trained martially,
Yeah.
so therefore that's why. But
Yeah.
then they were like, "Well, we don't have soup. We need you."
Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it a
Yeah.
lot. I'm gonna come up with a sibling.
Yep. But
Okay, and
how does
this
that work, Haoran, for your entanglement? What? You're engaged to soup, but have fallen in love with. Oh no.
Nice. This works well, Jonn. Thank you for this gift because if we're both engaged and we both don't want to be engaged and we both won't tell each other that, we can draw this out for years. Like just
Oh my.
like we're just
What have you guys done in the interim?
we're just gonna spend the next 6 episodes just pretending that we're
That's amazing.
very
Oh,
good,
there's
very
gonna be
good.
so much pining. It's gonna be ridiculous.
God. So, and my heart yearns for Chen Rugang, I guess. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you get.
Yes. So convincing.
Nice.
That could be
Okay.
trouble.
Okay, I have to come up with a sibling. Okay, you know what? You know what? Instead of coming up with like uh, uh, some name, I'm gonna give them like a nickname that's related to soup or something. What's like a vegetable? What's a funny vegetable?
I was
Radish?
thinking like
A radish
bowl
or
or,
a turnip?
or bowl or spoon
Bok
or
choy.
something.
Bok choy is too much. It's too much.
Zucchini.
I love radish. Go with radish.
Radish.
Radish is good.
Radish is good. Radish is good. Okay, yeah.
It's so terrible. So basically,
So
you're saying that radish is martially trained, though. It's like
Or
is.
it could be stew.
No, I thought that, but that sounds too much like a name. Radish is good. Let's go with radish. Radish, she, they pronouns, and yeah, my uh, she became a martial artist and is probably annoyed with me. I mean, no, it's definitely annoyed with me because because I'm going to run into them and be like,
Oh,
"Oh, what? They're
for
asking you
this,
to,
yes.
yeah, they're asking you to come back and join the school. Oh, crazy. Why? Um,
That's
I love
weird.
that
Why would that happen?
your parents are following after the Hollywood actors naming convention for their children.
these are
Oh,
What?
nicknames. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Soup is not my given name. It's my code name
Is
when
it?
I'm hanging out
Mm.
with the plebs,
Mm.
That brings up an interesting point. What is your given name?
I
Zheng,
mean, I'm
right?
not telling you that. Actually, I might have told you that.
You... No. Remember. The thing was, it's like everybody knew that Soup was from the closed school, but he thought nobody knew. Like he was like, it's a secret. He kept on telling people it's a secret, but everybody knew.
Yeah, because I keep getting drunk and then telling people my backstory.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
Like the person you're engaged to, you have not told them. That everyone
Yeah.
else knows.
Okay.
Oh my God. I love these
That's
characters.
literally not possible if this is an official engagement.
No,
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
No. I think I've told you. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah.
No,
So
the
yeah,
joke is the fact that you keep on talking to Soup with his given name, but then nobody else knows who the hell you're talking about because
nice.
they
That's
know him
also
as
good.
Soup.
That's also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have an idea for what's it called? Regular entanglement, general
Okay.
entanglement.
Yeah.
And basically there's one NPC who's an alchemist and has cages of butterfly. And I mean, it sounds a bit shady, but who knows? Because I stand loyal to them, and I'm wondering maybe Jintong, you could be suspicious of them. So the
Sorry,
um,
I'm suspicious of them.
Jintong, yeah, if that works for
Okay.
you. So that entanglement would read my friend Jintong suspects Songbird, what's his name? June?
Yeah.
Too many tabs. Of evil, but I remain steadfastly loyal.
Ooh.
Okay. Interesting.
This means that we are friends.
I mean, we've met recently and we've become friends. Or maybe I consider you a friend. It's always about my perception, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna move the MC tab forward a little bit so it's easier to click in between.
Thank
Let
No
me
you.
problem.
read
Sorry.
Songbird. Oh no, it's totally fine. Songbird. Where is the description?
Should be second row, I think.
Yeah.
Second.
First one and the second row.
Songbird Jun. Contestant rumored to have some connections with Yang Mofeng, also said to be an herbalist or alchemist. Okay. Okay.
Or is
I
that not
think
working from what has been established so far?
I think that's totally fine because Jintong has been poisoned. And so I think there is immediately something to draw from like Songbird Jun's
Hmm.
like herbalist
Yeah.
background. Like there might be something that I smell on what are the pronouns? On him that it reminds me of the my poison before
Hmm.
I was struck with it. Um, I think the more important thing is why do I care that you are so loyal to them? Like, where is the tension point for us two?
You think they're
Um,
evil, is what the entanglement says, right? So why do you think they're evil?
I think that Songbird Jin is evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. There's a couple of directions this can go in. Like, I might, okay, first of all, I think I need to at least like Jade Starlight. Um, because again, like the thing is that like I can know this thing, but unless I have some kind of relationship with Jade Starlight, um, I will just treat Jade Starlight like, okay, so you are also my enemy. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
fair
something that
enough.
you're interested in, or if you want more of the like push and pull. I can also tie my romantic entanglement to you if that works. Um, I
Might
could
be a
have
bit
mistakenly
too
declared my love to you.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we I think it's more interesting if you don't consider me your enemy immediately as
Yeah.
well. So from I mean I could also change it a
Oh
bit.
no, I think it's totally fine. I'm just trying to work through this particular part for our
Yeah.
dynamic, and like also curious about what you're interested in for that entanglement.
Maybe it would actually just be easier, Michael, to point it at another PC because
Yeah, that's what
Jintong
I'm
is the
thinking.
hardest person to be like, you know, like is worried about me because I'm with someone evil because Jintong is an assassin. It's not particularly like,
Yeah, I think
So
of
if
Yeah.
you
all
pick
of
Mu or somebody, like it's just like
Yeah.
easier.
Moo or Soup, like they
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
much more central moral code
Okay, okay.
than Jintong, who is
Normal.
very much like much more like self-motivated, as opposed to like right and wrong motivated.
Fair enough.
But like we can work that out where it's like Jintong is like if we have some kind of a relationship, like friendship or something, like I mean, even if you just helped me after I escaped again, then I would be very invested in you as a person.
Mm.
I like that, but maybe we could go into the romantic relationship with that, and I pick another a PC for my general one.
Sounds good.
So what do you guys think? Is it rather Mu or Soup? Who suspects Songbird June of evil?
Rod, you're good with this being you?
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I suspect him of evil, and but Starlight is friends with him.
Yeah.
And
So,
we are also friends.
yeah.
Okay,
You and me.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Rod, do you have an idea for your new general? Agatha, for your romantic? You got any ideas?
I don't, Agatha, I did reword the romantic for Mu, if
I
that
think it's
makes sense to you.
I think it makes sense. I might suggest that instead of that you need to warn him, his friend Jintong might be an assassin. You can either be like you need to protect him from Jintong or
Oh,
something else because that's a more like because like warning him is like you do that and then
it's
it's
over. Yeah,
done.
No, but then
Yeah.
he
right.
can rewrite the entanglement, right? Like it just gives
That's
us
also
something to
true.
play for one session also. Like
That's
that's
true.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if okay. Yeah.
It's okay. Like, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll keep it then, but I might change. I'll think about it.
Put it in
Okay.
parentheses, like so this way you know, like it'll be a next step. Do you warn him or you don't? And then do you protect him or do you not? You know, that sort of thing. So this way, like there's always the next option, like listed.
Yeah, no, Thomas is right though. So um I'm totally fine with it. So this means that we are still like tense because last time in the last session we had a group hug, which Junho very quickly pulled away from, but the group hug did happen and Gullible Mood joined in on it of his own volition. So that's kind of interesting that you're like, I'm still friends question mark with you, Jintong, but I need to keep the person that I'm in love with away from you, which is also fine.
The last memory I had was of at my at at at
Oh
the
yeah,
before the body
your
of
father's
my
wake.
father,
Yeah.
and I think
Hmm.
I said that the door was open,
That's true. You did.
but I don't know that you. I think you kind of pulled away from
Yeah.
my
I did.
recollection.
I went to murder someone and then get uh uh taken back by my organization. So
It's so funny. We had a group hug and then immediately self-combusted. Like it's good.
I
It's
mean,
good.
that makes sense. That adds up. Oh, hold on, I need to run the math real quick. Yep, it adds up.
yeah, okay.
Learn
Yeah,
learn
so
learn
basically
from this, kids. Don't do group hugs. Like
don't do group hugs. So basically Gullible was like, hey, like I'm open to be friends. And then Jinho just disappears.
yeah.
Right.
Because then when Jinho is recaptured by the Red Lanterns Association, obviously she loses contact with everyone else. Cool,
Which
cool,
looks
cool, cool.
suspicious. It looks terrible.
Looks bad. Looks
Looks
bad.
bad.
Yeah, for my romantic entanglement, I am sticking with I mistakenly declared my love to someone who I thought was someone else, and now confusion abounds.
It's
Oh,
so
that's
Wait,
cool.
what?
convoluted.
What? You mistakenly declare your love to blah blah, who I
Oh
thought,
my
oh
God.
my
Who so
God,
who did
what?
you who did you declare your love
Huh?
to?
I'm not sure. I want to tie both of these to PCs actually, because I want more PC
Oh,
PC connections.
Oh
If that's
damn.
okay.
Oh no.
Mads,
Wait, what?
sure.
Oh God.
He can do
Mads, are you
that?
okay with that? Well, I don't. That I'm asking
I'm
right now.
okay with it, but I mean, like,
I think
how
it's
would you get
possible.
confused? How do you get confused?
Yes,
I mean,
yes. How
unless
do
they're
you?
Wait,
twins.
listen. I've been through some torture, okay? I'm not in my right mind.
That's
That's my
true.
excuse.
Well,
That's true.
well,
You still
Oh,
Haran
poison.
could also have a hat, and we just use to confuse Jade for Haran by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, no, or something
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Because that's been in that one moment you declared it, and it before you figured it out. I guess maybe they were
Yeah.
dressed similarly or something, and they were facing away. And
Yeah.
they turned
Hey,
around like, "Oh,
Oh, sorry. Run away.
Oh my
Can
God.
I just
Okay.
say how much emotion this would require? Your poison should be all over your body at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like up the
Ah,
forearm
you
now.
figured out Haoran's goal. Like I can't obviously can't be here in combat. Like, this mess with her entanglement, kill herself.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out.
Damn. That's so good, Agatha, though. It's great.
Okay. So what if it's a note thing, right? So what if it's a you've been receiving mysterious notes or whatever?
Oh.
Because this carries over from last
Yes.
series plot where
Yes.
Mu was trying to get Soup and Jintong together.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and you
Oh,
think
misdelivered notes. Oh, that's
misdelivered notes, or like you like mistaken identity, like who would you have thought like these new notes would have come from, like to help you or whatever.
Notes is very good, Mads. You really solved this. Nice.
It's
Um,
twisted
yeah,
though. Yeah.
I
yeah. Because
wait,
there
like
could be
who
anonymous notes.
Yeah, yeah,
who's
yeah.
giving notes? Who?
Someone's giving
Me?
you notes
Somebody's
and
giving you.
you think it's from another person, so you go and profess your love to person B, but actually person A has been giving you those notes.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh. Wait, I don't think I need that. Because I
Okay.
I have I mean, I appreciate it and I can still see it happening as a plot line. But I think like it's very much like I'm gonna say that the person that wanted to declare um her love to is Soup, and then and the other can
Racist!
be
I did it all along. Wait, I'm sorry.
anyone else.
Okay.
Ooh, I
So
can't
then
spell.
why
So whoop.
so what happened? What happened,
Whoop.
Agatha? Was it mistaken?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that this is like right after Jintong escapes
Right. Okay.
from Red Lanterns Association, and I think like that's at some point like she catches a fever, and then like someone it helped her,
Yeah.
took care of her, and she mistaken it, that person in her feverish state, for Soup, and did not say Soup's
I
name because you often don't say people's
Yeah.
name as you're confessing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then, well.
Nice. Nice.
Well,
So
I mean,
who?
Radish might possibly be in the place where you would expect Soup to be.
No, I want to tie it to a PC is the thing.
Ah, PC. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm, no, because it makes sense. Hold on. No. It makes
So,
sense if Jade Starlight, you're
Michael,
connected to Songbird June.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you profess your love to Jade Starlight, but
Okay.
you
Yeah,
really
I
meant
could. How do you
Soup.
feel about that, Michael?
Sounds good.
Do you want to
Okay.
be confessed to?
Should I change mine to Jintong as well from Chen Rugang? Because then it's like
Yeah, you can.
crossed wires. Oh, okay. Um,
That is up to
yeah.
you. That is up to
I mean,
Yeah, it's up to you.
it's
who you can't have.
yeah,
If you
exactly.
think that
Yeah,
works, you
yeah,
can't.
yeah. Because they're because I know they're in love with Jade Starlight because Jade Starlight told everybody. Just
What?
I'm not sure
Okay.
if I'd be the person who tells everyone, but
Um.
I think you figured the way I behave, so
okay,
Oh
okay.
my
It's probably
God.
you've told
Yeah.
everyone by your actions.
yeah, exactly,
No,
exactly.
I don't mean to be a gossip, right? I don't mean that you're
Uh-huh.
gossiping to everybody. It might be that as a historian, you make a formal announcement to the group, right? Like, why would you hide this fact? You would be like, friends, I have an announcement to
No, I
make.
don't I don't think so because it's just one-sided, so it's not really
Oh, it's
something.
one-sided. Okay, so
I think
you
so.
don't
That's the way I
return
understood.
you
Yeah.
don't return Jintong's feelings. I see, I see, I see.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's something you have to handle with care. And but
Right. Right.
just as Jonn has suggested, the way I behave has changed, and you picked up on it.
Okay.
Oh
Okay. Okay.
So it's a
no.
bit awkward.
No, yeah, this is too good for me to let go of. So I'm gonna change it to Jintong on mine as well, I think. If
Okay.
that's okay with Agatha.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Nice, nice. This is paying off Gullible Moo's entire season one
Yeah.
arc, right?
It's
This
true.
is this
Yeah.
is this is this is a gift
Oh
for you,
God.
Rod. This is just for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Uh,
All right.
does this change things for Jade Starlight for your romantic entanglement? I'm not really sure if you had something else in mind, Michael.
No, that's still something I'm trying to figure out. So is that the last one we have to figure out, or can someone else go
I think
next?
Soup still has a general one to figure out.
Yeah. So I picked I rob Dash, my friend Dash's lover. Okay. So I'm gonna rob an NPC who's one of the
Oh, okay,
PC's
okay.
lovers. So who has an NPC lover here is basically my question. It could be the NPC from Jade Starlight's romantic entanglement,
Yeah.
because it can't be my sister. Um, or it could be River Glass. Um,
Mm,
but I don't know how I would rob River Glass, who would kill me. I think
yeah.
rather, so I don't think I could defeat River Glass. So,
My
um,
question is, why do you want Soup to rob someone?
I,
Yeah.
I, for me, it's like, Soup um, has been on some hard times recently, right? And I'm guessing like he had some debts or something. He's been racking up a bar tab that he has to pay back. His rooms, he's been staying for free for like 17 days and stuff like that. So he has fallen into some kind of petty like crime, but he's like, no, I'm gonna pay them back or something like that. I don't know. Like basically there's an entanglement that said, I committed a crime against or something like that. And I was like, oh, Rob. So I imagine it's like a pickpocket or something like that. And, you know, my
Something you
whole,
thought you'd get away with.
yeah, I think my idea, I definitely thought I would get away with it, but also like my whole thing with Soup is like he is meant to be a detective, but he's fighting that all the time. So this leans into that of like he's meant to be a detective, and instead he's turning into like a petty thief, right? Like which is the opposite.
Mm.
So that's where I'm going with Agatha. Does that make sense? Yeah.
You're acting out like a teen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, engagements are expensive, even especially when it's somebody you don't want to be married to. I mean, because I imagine that Haran is like wealthy has a wealthy background, so I don't know how wealthy Soup is. So there may be like the weird expectation.
Oh. Okay. No, 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 no. If Pan Haoran is wealthy, then I would have just asked you to pay all my bills. And that's the this is exciting new information you've given me, Jonn. This is really I will find a new entanglement because obviously you're paying for
Yeah.
everything now and I pay for nothing. And this is good. It's good. It's good. That's a
I'm
great
glad
win.
that helps you make your decision. Which I love because I just look at the picture of the two of them and it's just like they just look like they wouldn't work out. It's like, why? Like, cause they love each other. Like, do they know?
Okay. There's a very simple entanglement called I help Dash gain their position with Dash. And I could just make that I helped Jade Starlight gain their position with one of the NPCs that like one of the high up NPCs in the mystery, like Chief Oyang.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
and
that sounds good.
you could be like an official historian or something like that. Does that work?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll just do that.
I mean, probably still they know that I'm a historian or whatever, and you guys know obviously, but I like having like a good connection with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And Rod has got a general entanglement, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if this works, but feel free to workshop it. I want to save King of Pearls from himself, but I think Haoran is an undercover cop after him. Does that work for you, John? Or
Yes, that works for me. Uh,
okay.
uh, I, I I do have a bit of cop face, I think, or just very stern. It's just like, like, why are you asking so many questions? You must be after this completely different person.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to make this map work on my page, and it's just
You need
looking
a mind map.
ridiculous.
I hope you have a mind map.
I'm trying. All these
I
arrows are
don't think it's
pointing in
gonna
weird
work.
directions.
Yeah.
So who's an NPC you guys really dislike?
Dislike?
I think Undaunted,
Yeah.
Zheng, that seems to be universally disliked.
Yeah.
It would be very funny if you also had a reason to dislike him or like him. It would be very good.
They sound very unlikable. No, because I think it would be interesting to have like a love interest or someone that's kind of antagonistic to one of you guys.
Oh, Undaunted is interesting because he's also Haoran's general entanglement. So if you are in a relationship with them, then they are keeping a secret from you. And that could be fun.
Just gonna
From the NPCs tab, I remember Cheng Ruogang does not trust Jintong because Jintong mentioned Chen Ruogang's father getting killed before.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
and Chen Ruogang also knows that Jintong is Red Lanterns Association. So there is that.
Yeah. And
Okay,
also,
that's interesting. Yeah.
also the description for the NPC Yang Mofeng is the baddest of bad boys. So if you
That's true as well.
if you want to be like who is in the text as a bad boy,
That's true. The only thing is that the one character I'm loyal to, well, maybe I'm not aware that they want Cheng Ruogang dead
Yeah,
and have a connection with young
yeah,
Wu
yeah,
Fei.
yeah. It may not be something that comes up, if you.
Oh yeah, because that was like the suggested basic text, right?
Mhm,
For my romantic entanglement,
mhm.
every time I try to express my feelings to young Mo Feng, soup gets in the way. How does that sound?
very, very, very good. I'm so happy. How do you think I get in the way, or why do you think I get in the way?
Okay, let's see. Maybe the situation is I haven't known that person for too long, or I don't interact with them often. And now we're here in this situation, and you guys butt heads. You distract him, because he's arrogant, and he's probably someone you would argue with, or maybe not get along too well, and you draw attention to you. So I don't get the chance to really confess my love.
Yeah, yeah, cool. So you're basically saying I don't I don't like him, and that's very easy for me to do. Don't worry. Like, I can play that.
Cool.
No trouble.
The soup in any way similar to Mufang, to this person? Like character-wise? Are they at all alike?
Ooh. I think if you told Soup that, he'd be upset.
Well,
But they might be.
fair.
I don't know, they might be.
No way, shape, or form is he like young Mufang.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you?
How dare you?
Mhm.
I mean, if Soup is going to be kept, Soup's going to have to dress better.
Soups and I don't know. We'll figure this out.
We haven't even
This will
started
be a
playing, John.
conversation. This will be a
Yeah.
conversation.
So check over your bonds. Pardon. If you need to update them according to your entanglements, that's probably a good thing to do. So yeah, whoever's involved in your current entanglements, like your for romantic and general, give each one of those PCs slash NPCs 1 point in entanglement. And then just kind of like summarize the relationship next to it under bonds. Okay? Okay. Okay, if everybody's happy with their entanglements, I will figure this out at some point. I'm making the map. The map looks like hell, okay? I don't know if you can see this, but this looks like hell. So, yeah, I have to figure this out. It's okay. We're good.
I mean, also we can tell you which NPCs we'd like to see in a scene or so you don't have
Yeah.
to do all the work.
Okay. All right, that's good. I mean, yeah. Just tell me like who would you like to be introduced to, but I will say that again, some time has passed since the last mystery for Gullible Moo, Soup, and Jintong. And in that time, you have done what you had to do or were forced to do, or just kind of making your way through, and then meeting Jade, Starlight, and Haoran, and some of the other NPCs that will be involved in this particular next mystery. So I will go ahead and introduce that, set it up. Every year in the city, the Golden Pilgrim Heroes clan hosts a magnificent martial tournament. You are all aware of this from your various corners. The spectacle of this event has raised the clan's reputation. As members of the Verdant Sword Alliance, the Golden Pilgrim Heroes took over the tournament 10 years ago, after the death of Lan Wuxian and the fall of his Greenleaf Society, which once led the alliance. Since then, Chief Muyang has made this tournament a showcase for his sect. Again, the Golden Pilgrim Heroes. Okay? So, you are all in attendance for some reason or another. Alright? So, I'm going to say that River Glass has been invited to participate in the tournament. Okay, so that's one. Jade, Starlight, as you are officially in Chief Ouyang's employ, of course, you would have records of, or access to records even, of the different tournaments, specifically from last year's tournament. Okay, so you're privy to knowing that there was someone last year that had shown up at the last minute and out of nowhere won the competition, it being Yang Mufang. Which maybe that's one of the reasons why I consider him hot. I don't know. It's just one of those things. But he was a particularly bad winner, mocking his opponents. In some cases, he deliberately killed or injured those he faced, within the rules of the tournament, of course, but considered offensive by some, and many have lost money betting against him. This is where you come in, Soup. You get a notification from Chief Ouyang. Do you think you're like in dire straits right now? Like you're about one meal away from complete destitution, or what? What do you think?
No, now that I'm engaged, I rack up bills, hand them over to my to my rich. So, so, I just, I don't even need to say anything now. I think all the local merchants have understood that they can just skip giving me the bill and give it straight to Pan Haoran. Like, I think that's just the idea here. So, but maybe there's a part of me that feels bad about this. So if an offer for work does come along, I will immediately jump on it because, yeah.
I think, again, like, going with the bit, I think there's your reputation from the last mystery has followed you. And Chief Ouyang has basically said it's like, well, from your success as someone from the Clove School and having successfully solved the case over at the Sun School, I have need of your help, Soup.
I am obviously not a working detective, and I cannot promise you my services in an official capacity, but I
This
can
wouldn't
still
be
help you.
this wouldn't be official. This would be more looking into an irregularity.
I am.
There's someone who has gotten some surprise gambling success from the last few tournaments that we've held. And I need you to look into this person and then see if there's some kind of insider information that they're getting, or if there are other ways that they might be cheating. Are you familiar with the King of Pearls?
Oh, yes.
Really? How so?
Let's say I've had to scrutinize them in the past.
Anything come to mind that could be cause for suspicion?
What do you suspect them of?
Either some kind of cheating in the bets placed on the tournaments, or some kind of insider information, either of which I need to know.
Only a fool bets. And the King of Pearls is no fool. Let me see what I can do.
I would appreciate it. And with that, of course, would be expenses paid as needed.
Of course, of course.
And of course, a purse for your troubles.
An excellent investment.
This needs to go smoothly, Soup.
If there is any foul play, I will root it out. If there is a liar and a cheater, I shall find them.
And Jade Starlight, I think you find out that Yang Mufeng has returned again this year. While there's no rule against a champion competing again, many consider it bad form. So there's some tension brewing amongst the contestants, new and old. They're all in the city for this tournament. They've been streaming in, like, of course, like with visitors, those that are planning on watching the tournaments, of course. But you will see several of them either colorfully dressed or just looking like they are going into the different training areas and then, like, practicing, doing their practice, doing their training. People of good reputation like Skycast Red or Guardian Fu, whom Soup you've heard of, and she is the local favorite and champion that they, that's a member of the Golden Pilgrim Heroes. And then, amazingly enough, like Cheng Rugang has also gotten an invite to compete as well. There's somebody here who has a reputation from being of a far-off order of Sky Saints. Emerald Sky Saint is here also. And your favorite, your favorite soup. Undaunted Zheng is in the crowd. Happily, toting 2 mugs as usual. So, and
I think I want to add this detail into the previous scene when they were when it was being suggested that there was a cheater. I was like, it's probably Undaunted Zedon. They probably cheating. Don't worry, don't worry. It
So
might
I
be the
go
King
in
of Pearls, but it's
this.
also probably Zedon. I will find out. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm just hoping. I'm just like yeah.
got it. Haoran, while your friend Jade Starlight is here as a historian, with trying to record the events and scores and everything like this for Chief Ouyang, what role do you think you hold here? Are you planning on competing? Do you know somebody else that's also competing here?
I think I know someone who's competing here. I imagine that just I'm here representing my family here in this particular outing. I don't think I really want to be here. I think I was invited here by Soup.
Also, my sister is here.
Oh,
Yeah.
also that, yeah, yeah.
So Radish is competing. Radish has been invited to compete. What is her name? So this way, because they're not going to call her by Radish.
I was like Soup and Radish. I was like, I love this.
Okay. Let me come up with a let me come up with the real name. Would it be weird if Clove was our last name? Like, is that normally how the schools are named? I can't tell. Agatha's shaking her head. I can't tell if that's like
Yeah, that would be weird.
that would be shit.
I mean,
not a
unless
thing.
you're actually related to the Clove,
Unless, because Clove is like also not one character, I don't think.
No, it's a whole
Right.
school. It's the whole
Chinese.
faction.
Okay,
Well,
like
no, I
that.
just mean like the term clove. If you translate it to Chinese, it's not one. It's not one character, and last names are usually one, if not like in rare occasions they're 2 characters, but they're very specific combinations, none of which clove maps onto.
Right,
So
right.
Okay,
Okay.
it would be
Okay.
strange, yeah.
Fair. It's like a designation more than a name. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
While you're figuring that out, Gullible Moo, what reason would you have to attend? Oh,
wait.
because King of Pearls is here.
Yes, King of
And
Pearls,
probably gambling.
and I heard Riverglass is here too. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yep.
So I have 2 people to protect.
Yeah, Riverglass is here competing, and of course, King of Pearls has sniffed out another opportunity to gamble. So, and Jintong. I mean, aside from maybe Songbird June, providing you with some of the chemicals or potions, maybe? I mean, what do you think?
No, actually my question is oh yeah, I could have come here because I think Jade Starlight, how I'm thinking about this, and you can tell me if this feels right to you, is like after Jintong escaped, like she fell ill and then Jade Starlight might have taken her in. Does that feel like it would make sense for you, Michael?
Sure. I mean, at one point you've also confessed your love to me
Yes.
accidentally.
So
Yeah.
that's like during that part
Exactly.
while I'm still recovering. So
And maybe I got like medicine or anything from Songbird June, and I told you, oh yeah, you can talk to him directly if you need
yeah,
that
and
connection.
like, and I was thinking that Jintong might just be like following you around.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Be
That sounds good.
because, yeah, because this is a huge life debt. like you saved her life, and now she's like she kind of wants to repay it ASAP, before she dies, which she thinks that will happen very soon. So
Oh. Am I aware of that?
I
Or
don't
did
think
I?
that Jintong would have said it explicitly. It's the kind
Yeah.
of thing that Jintong would assume is understood.
No, I mean like that you are poisoned
Oh,
and will die soon.
I think that the poison is pretty visually obvious because again,
Okay,
it's just like along the arm, like something clearly bad. So,
cool.
but like her intention of repaying a life debt is maybe not as obvious. It's obvious to her, but I don't know if it has to be obvious to other people.
And my
Hmm.
question to Jade Starlight is maybe Jintong was also like kind of out of her mind, like more than delirious when she made her confession to you, thinking you were soup. Whoops. Um, do you tell her after she's better what she said?
I do not, because otherwise we would clear that misunderstanding. And maybe that makes it even more difficult because I try to avoid you now, but you want to follow me and repay your debt. So I'm keeping my distance
Yeah,
for a
and I'm
bit.
like, I don't really remember that I did that because I
No.
was just feverish. So I'm just like, Jay Starling is being difficult, but I will repay this life debt. Maybe I should make that my
Perfect.
entanglement.
You could totally do that if you want. Oh my god. Okay. So, anyway, I mean, everybody again is streaming in like in the few days before the tournament actually starts. And then on the first day, assignments are made for the next day's fights, leading to some bragging and grumbling, of course, like, who's paired with whom. So, again, yeah, you can totally, figure out amongst yourselves. It's like, where you are for this first day of the tournament. Like Soup, all of the the backstory, at least in terms of like, who won last year and the worry about like, some gambling fraud, especially from the King of Pearls. Um, but everybody else, I mean, like, Jade Starlight would have some intel because of, knowing the stats and all of the martial artists that are competing. So specifically, again, Riverglass is competing. Min Lee is competing. Um, and Haoran, are you competing, or you're here because you're engaged to Soup and Soup is working for Chief Ouyang?
Yeah, I'm here. I may even. I don't. I think I'm just here because of Soup and Radish. Like I'm not even really here for the tournament so much as to see Radish in the tournament.
Ah, okay.
John, you're forgetting that uh, Haoran is here to kill Jintong.
Oh, what I'm really here for? Okay, what I thought we were talking about. What I'm telling people I'm here for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember, you're using me, John.
Yes,
You're using me.
right. Right. I'm using you for Radish and Jintong. Correct.
Right, let's go.
That's amazing. Oh, and then again,
It was like it was a Mary, like fuck kill.
Mary Kiss
Like
Kill,
I
Mary.
Mary
I,
kiss kill. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what
something
we're
like
doing.
that. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. And
I,
again, Chen Ruogong is also here competing as well. So, with her strange sword.
I'm just going to say that I have a +1 against Chen Rugang hanging from last season, and I plan to use it. Like
Okay,
I'm just,
okay.
I'm just gonna keep that +1 going because she's up to something, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, maybe we could do a quick scene. We could start off. Are we doing scenes, Mans? Is that where we're at?
Absolutely. That's
Mm,
what I was like, going to try to lead up to.
mm,
But I wanted to find out, like, so I have several questions.
yeah.
Like I already asked the one about who do you know participating in the tournament is one, and then also like if you out of the other contestants that are listed in the NPC tab, if you think you know their reputation or you know them, then that's fine to claim as well. Um, so let me just ask these questions before I get you guys like going on who's pairing with whom for scenes. What's unique about the tournament arena? And this is a paint the scene for everybody. What is unique about the tournament arena?
Oh, I think similar to at stadiums nowadays, there's definitely like almost like an elevated, almost skybox for the wealthier um guests
Okay.
that's in like a very visible place throughout the arena.
I'm gonna say it's there is no direct ground. And what I mean by that is that it's an elevated position, maybe on some mountain peaks or so, and if you fall, you fall deep. So basically something really dramatic, but obviously martial heroes they have lightness, they can do physical feats that are almost supernatural. So something dramatic, maybe it's on top of some mountain peaks, and there's some strings in the air or some pillars you can jump onto, but it's not solid ground where you
Okay.
fight.
Nice. Definitely Smash Bros. Arena. Any other details you want to add to this that make it unique?
We had a lion in the past game, and I think it would be cool to continue like you know, a trend in terms of animals. So since it's the Golden Pilgrims, um, can we say that uh, there's a family of golden monkeys that is constantly like moving through the space around us, and obviously it's punishable by death to like harm them in any way or something like that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think there are changes between matches. Like they'll add like new wrinkles to the fights, so the contestants don't always know what to expect.
So obstacles along with fighting your
Yeah.
opponent.
All right.
Like it.
You come in one day and it's just crocodiles, and you're like, oh, okay.
It's
I
water and crocodiles. You're fighting from crocodile to crocodile.
Oh my god. Jintong,
uh,
any detail that you want to add? Okay. All right. What is the reputation of the Golden Pilgrim heroes? You know that they're the local favorite, and of course, Chief Ouyang wants to continue their um, rule slash, you know, um, goodwill among the
Oh,
populace
I
of the
know.
city. Yeah, go ahead.
They have benefited a lot from the fall of the
Greenleaf Society,
yeah, I was debating between Greenleaf Society or the previous person that died. While trying
this
to
The
Sun,
Sun,
Sun, uh,
yeah.
Sun Guan Yu.
Guan Yu, yeah,
Oh.
Sun Guan Yu, yeah.
Yeah.
So the fall of the Greenleaf Society happened when Lan Wushan died or was killed under mysterious circumstances 10 years ago. And then, of course, like, Sun Guan Yu, like, reputation of his school, like, was was high while, he took over for pushing his school's reputation into the limelight. But he also belonged to the Greenleaf Society long ago. Yeah.
I'm fine with either option, whichever one feels more interesting. If it's either Sun Guanyu, the downfall of Sun Guanyu and his school, or if it's the original fall of the Greenleaf Society, or yeah.
I think both could work if you want to do it that way.
Mhm.
Oh,
Um,
like they've
Greenleaf
benefited
would
every
be
time.
slightly more interesting because it's longer ago, right?
There's history there. There's a lot
And that
from before.
also ties in that mask contestant
Hmm.
Yeah,
who
that's
I'm
true.
curious about.
Yeah.
um, if I'd like to throw something in also that I think word has gotten out that Mu was the son of Sun Guan Yu.
Of course, your half sister's not gonna parade that little fact around because, it just kind of takes away from her, uh, not prestige, but her reputation. So I mean, like, maybe she's gonna kind of like neither confirm nor deny if asked. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be interesting if it's just a rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who's your half sister?
She's she was in the
Okay.
Yeah.
previous thing,
She's
Sun
the current head
Sun
of
Zheng.
the Sun School. Yeah,
Okay,
Sun
okay.
Correct.
Zheng.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
not
she won't be
one of the
here.
NPCs
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. She won't be
here.
here. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. She's trying to put the school back together after former students of her father's had invaded and tried to kill everyone except for Mu. Because Mu was going to be the placeholder just to be like, yeah, I can control him. No, you can't. Anything else about the Golden Pilgrim Hero's reputation that you might have heard? And last question, what is the public persona of Chief Ouyang? How does he present himself?
I think it could be interesting if he presented himself as like a man of the people, like being generous, being likable, not like mastermind, a puppeteer or something, but rather your nice uncle that works with what everyone else
Uncle Iroh.
thinks.
This tournament is to cement his clan's, reputation um, amongst the Verdant Sword Alliance. So, I mean, he wants to keep it as spick and span as possible, basically. But is there anything else that you've heard or seen about his public persona?
I think it would be good if we sort of like, so there's the sense that he's benefited from the fall of these other schools, like he rose to power. It's not very clear uh, what he did to do that. Um, um, so I'd like to say that he has this reputation that he has a technique, like a martial technique that cannot be blocked, and that every time he's pulled it out, everyone who's seen it has died. So
Everyone
there's
who has seen it has died.
yeah, yeah. So it's there's a
Like even bystanders.
yeah, the idea is that nobody has ever seen his technique, but everybody says that whoever sees his technique dies, right? It's one of those like perfect claims that can't be questioned. So
Yeah.
people love his cheerful, noble statesman personality that Michael suggested, but they're always like, at the back of the head, they're like, is that thing, can he just kill everybody here with his secret techniques? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, just to get everybody ready for what's happening, you have like several locations that are around again because like people have milled into the city to watch or to compete, right? So, you have the fighting arena, you've got the practice grounds. There's also the host pavilion that will be like really dressed up to go for the tournament itself when it starts. Again, you are all around near each other for this first night as they're posting the matches, right? Who's going to be fighting whom. So, yeah, there's private competitor dressing tents. There's a betting parlor. Of course, there's a betting parlor. And there is a nearby abandoned temple and graveyard. Fun. So, um, where do you guys want to be? Like, who are you setting up scenes with? Since nobody has any conditions, you don't have to worry about comfort and support, of course. But I mean, like, this is what it is. I'm slowly drawing out the mystery because I want you guys to have establishing scenes first about your relationships and your personalities. The way Numberless Secrets works is essentially similar to Carve from Brindlewood, where, once the mystery is brought out, then you will be able to search for clues, like find clues pretty much anywhere, hopefully, or get into complicated messes because of it. And yeah, you'll be putting together some kind of theory about what's going on towards the end of the investigation. All right. So, who would like to pair up?
I know.
Go ahead.
Oh, I definitely would like to have a scene with Soup. I feel like that needs to be established exactly what their relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think also I just realized I will have to leave in 20 minutes, which would have been like 3 hours from when we would have originally started.
Oh, sure.
So folks can continue. I'll just have to drop at that time. But yeah, let's do this, Jonn. What kind of scene are you imagining?
So the question is, are we here or are we on our way here at this point?
No,
'Cause I was thinking
You're
let's
all
be
here.
there. Let's be there. Yeah.
You're all
there.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're walking towards because I imagine because of my family, I'm going to be in like the upper skybox with some of the other more wealthier guests, and I am probably talking to Soup about what they expect when they get up here and sit down and type of conversation.
Oh, wow. Are you oh, okay, interesting. Uh, so it's something like I'm like, what do you mean I can't shout and cheer and clap? What is that? What do you mean I have to be quiet? This is a tournament.
You don't have to necessarily be quiet. Just choose your moments. I like try to fix your hair, and it's like it just kind of just make some out of place. There's we're how we behave is makes an impression on all of us. That's all I'm saying. Just consider how you would like to be viewed by the other patrons once we get seated.
I'd like them to love me and fear me. How do I get that effect? That's
I think fearing you is the easier thing. Like you, I just it smooths out like a part of your clothes. Did Hurang convince you to wear the nicer clothes they provided?
no.
Oh
Soup,
yeah, especially.
soup is just dressed as soup not is normally dressed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if you be yourself, I'm sure that they will like you. And it's like I actively like glanced down like at your clothes as I'm making that statement.
You know what? Dear Haoran, I can't. I should be working actually. I so I think I'll just find somewhere else. I've got to detect. I'm just I'm gonna do some detecting.
You have to. We at least should be seated first. Can we? This will greet a few of the folks, and then a few people, and then you can detect after. You'll be fine. I'm sorry. I'm worried for nothing. I don't know why I brought it up. I'm sorry.
No. I think your fears are valid and your concerns are legitimate. So you enjoy the show. You go for it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think we need to. I don't need to see those people. I'm good. I'm good. You know what? That's my friend. My friend Moo's over there. I need to say hello to Moo.
I,
It's been almost 10 minutes since I last spoke to him. So he'll want to.
I would enjoy it more if you sat with me, please. Just for a little while. I want to show. I want to show you off to my friends. At least do that for me.
While you're contemplating that soup, I think, Haoran, you're going to see that, like at one of the practice grounds, you'll see someone like in a more precise uniform or robes or something like that, starting to pull out her weapon and practice, and it's Min Li. It's Radish. Does Haoran know that Min is your sister?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What does Haoran do?
I think when I see sister, I was like, you know what? You're right. You should go see your friends. I'm sorry I'm keeping you from them. It's really isn't fair.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Tell Moo I said hi again.
Yes, I will. Goodbye. And then I run. Like I'm just out of there. Like absolutely. I run, I grab Moo by like the arm, and then I'm like running with him. Like I'm pulling him away. Like we have to get away. So yeah.
I'm looking behind, like, to see if someone's chasing us.
No, I'm just being chased by the obligation to wear nicer clothes. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. Life is simpler. No, I must say, for you, because you know.
He gives you look like he doesn't know.
No,
Uh,
you get it.
I'll nod anyway. Is it been a while since I've seen it, Soup? Or do you think we've seen each other since?
We've seen each other since, but I don't know whether we've really spoken or something like that.
Okay.
But, yeah. So yeah.
Then Moo will get on his knees and touch his head to the ground and say, "I never apologized to you. I ruined your chance at happiness with Morning Storm, all because of our deception. I am sorry. I'm sorry, Soup. I never meant to lie to you."
Ren Muyang, we have gone over this. She did not reciprocate my feelings. I was the one in the wrong. Please, let's just never talk about it again.
I will stand up, dust my pants. Are But you are betrothed, I hear, to Haran.
Yes, I am betrothed to somebody who is not, you know, uh, not secretly doesn't secretly despise me. So that's good. That's good. It's yes, yes. Yeah, he's wonderful. You should meet him sometime, but not now. But not exactly now. So maybe we could go and you know just hang out and reminisce. But obviously not about Morning Storm. Is she okay, by the way? Did I cure her? Like, have you heard anything about her? I'm just asking.
Uh, I have not heard from her since we last saw her.
Okay,
Uh,
good,
I
good.
but I heard that she's doing well.
Okay, okay. Maybe we can
Uh,
find the third member of our unlikely trio. Have you Have you seen Jintong recently?
Uh, I have not. No.
Oh, are you still angry with her?
Uh, I've I've understand why she killed my father. Um, but I do not know. Maybe she's angry with me.
No, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. If I had done all 8 steps of the ghost, I would have been the one who killed your father, right? Like you don't hold it against her. Like it could have been me, Bo. It could I am a fearsome warrior. Like I know you haven't seen it yet, but it's fine.
Hmm.
The King of Pearls is cheating, apparently. Do you know anything about this?
No. Uh, Wait, is he?
I mean, I'm not sure yet, but I'm working.
Uh,
I'm supposed to be working right now.
is Haoran asking about him?
No, no, why would he do that?
Oh, okay.
Wait, have you met Haoran before?
Um, I don't know. Yes. No, wait. You know what? I'll just say, um, uh, we have been. Um, I, I know of, I know of him,
You're,
but I
you're
have
looking
not met him.
extremely nervous right now. Why are you trying to hide something from me? You know you can't. I am a master detective.
Uh, oh, in a conflict, sure. I did roll face to fate with a 7, Nads.
Nice, smart.
Um, yeah, I don't want to cause friction between Soup and my suspicions of Haran.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so what would that be? That would be any element.
Any element but your style element. I remember this stuff. Yes.
Cool. Uh, I will try to use water. An 8.
Okay. Uh, because you're rolling inner conflict, you want to mark XP. Okay, and then you got an 8. All right. Ah.
Lead the scene of Mark and Element.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want
Uh,
to awkwardly leave? Do you want to mark an element to keep yourself in here? Because I was going to switch to somebody else anyway, so it's really up to you.
yeah. I think awkwardly leave is a good. I say, oh, I hope I will meet your betrothed later. Um, but I need to do something over there, and I will see you later as well.
I think
And I'm
after,
gonna rush out.
yeah, after Moo leaves, I'm just going to be like, did he just pull a soup on me? And then, and then I'm just gonna walk away. Like, I think
Oh my god. Jintong, Jade, Starlight, would you like to have a scene together?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's like I've been looking for you and then I just found you.
exactly. That's what I thought as well. And I picture me like having a walk and the location, Matt, you mentioned the abandoned temple and graveyard. That sounded
Mhm.
quite interesting because I suspect there aren't many people there, if at all.
Wait, sorry. I I got distracted by hovering my mouse over one of the I don't know, it's the new thing on Zoom where when you hover over someone, it just like has this pop-up like add them as a contact. Sorry, I got so distracted. Can you
Fair
repeat what you
enough.
just said?
Um, I just thought, said I had the same idea that we are going to have a scene. You were looking for me, and
Yes,
basically,
yes.
um, I think what's it? The abandoned temple and graveyard. This is an area that we might
Are
be
we at the temple
alone.
or the graveyard?
I think the
Or are
graveyard.
you? Graveyard? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm a historian, I'm interested in all kinds of things.
Okay.
Who died
So
here? Who's buried here?
what exactly are you doing? Like, I kind of want to get like a visual of you
Yeah.
before Jintong shows up.
There are some bodies that were buried from last year's tournament.
Oh.
Some people were killed by Yang Mufeng.
True.
I think, yeah, this is a good thing that you're mentioning because I thought I'm here just to relax, but maybe I'm actively looking at the burial ground, the grave of the person he killed because I'm really curious about that. And you see me silently paying respect next to that grave. I'm not recording anything, but I'm looking carefully and reading. Maybe there's like something written on
Is that out of
the.
character for you? Like you're not recording something?
Yes.
Jintong, would you know that? That is strange for Jade Starlight. For them.
I guess so. I guess I do know you a bit better now, in spite of the fact that you're always avoiding me. We have interacted enough for me to see that almost every time that I find you, you are recording something.
Mm-hmm.
So Jintong like takes a step forward and then I don't know if would she purposefully make a noise so that you can notice? I think so. Like just
Mm-hmm.
um like brushes her her arm against like her clothing in a way that actually makes a rustling sound as opposed to being completely silent. Is that enough to draw your attention or no?
I think so.
There's the distant noise of the tournament preparations and festivities. But yeah, I mean, like in this place, it's kind of set aside, set away, and so there's a sense of silence here.
And I think they are not turning around, but they address you and say, Jintong, you followed me here.
You were not near the arena.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I could have some time on my own, but and then they turn around. Do you want to tell me something? You don't have to because I already know.
Then I wish you would give me something to do. What do you wish?
I mean, and you can clearly see the confusion on their face because they think this is a romantic thing.
Okay, I'll add to it. I think, you know, I'll say, whatever is within my power, I will do it.
Oh, we
But
need some inner conflict here. Somebody's got to do it.
yeah,
It's you, yeah. Juno's like, I don't see what the problem is.
maybe I'm having an inner conflict because this is so awkward. This is to them it feels like you're trying to say, what do I have to do to make you love me?
Oh God. Okay. Roll with anything but your style element.
Okay, let's see. What are my stats again? I think I'm really cautious right now. So I'm rolling with Earth. And I choose my words carefully. And that's an 8.
Flee the scene or mark an element to keep it together.
I think I'm gonna mark Earth to remain steady.
Okay.
And
What do you say? What do you say cautiously and carefully to Jintong?
do I actually want something? That's the question. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Okay. I don't have any useful suggestions, but I will say that if you tell Jintong no, then if you want, Jintong will like step a lot closer and invade your personal space. Then we can have that moment. And she will insist, but
you know what I like is maybe something that's I hesitate and you step closer. And then I think I say something, and we can figure out what that actually is or what that means. Where you think, okay, I want you to kill someone.
cool. How about who are you in love with again?
Yang Mofeng.
Yeah. You can mention something like I am interest like in a very roundabout way express that there's someone that you are already looking at. Like
Yes.
Yang Mofeng. And then I'm like, oh, okay, like a target. Yeah, I get it. Like
No. Okay. I was rather thinking about killing someone who the other ones are in love with or so. Or maybe what's that in the chat? Dramatic conversation change.
yeah, if you have someone else in mind, that's fine too. Up to you.
There's someone who really draws my attention these days, and I mention Reddish. So, Lin Min.
Do I know that this is Soup's sister?
It'd be cool if not.
Okay. Yeah, and okay, I do want to know what what does Jade Starlight look like when Jinho like steps closer and is like it's like you are between the gravestone and Jintong and like not a lot of escape routes.
I'm blushing definitely.
Great.
And
I don't
it's
think
maybe
Jintong.
and maybe it's not like some evil plan or whatever, but rather like I've interacted with Reddish recently, or I've seen her walk by earlier. So that's the first name that comes to mind. That's rather the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jintong will like look like so intensely into Jade Starlight's eyes and say, "It shall be done." And then turn and walk away.
But you don't have to do anything.
Oh, this is gonna be so interesting. God. So,
Okay,
Haoran,
I will drop. That was a great scene.
Yes.
So
We'll see you next time.
I'll catch up on what I
Bye.
missed
See
next
you,
time.
Thomas.
See you.
Yep. Um, Haoran, I want to give you a scene before we break because I want to get to the actual like mystery part that we have to
Mhm.
get to. So do you want to have a scene with one of the other PCs or do you want to have a scene with Radish since Radish is conveniently practicing?
I think it would be like a good chance for Haoran to accidentally bump into Gullible Mew.
Because Gullible Moo was the one that escaped from Soup, yeah?
Yes, so
Maybe
it
on the
would
way to
be a
Radish.
great. So I will like probably accidentally bump into you because I am looking at Radish, and so I'm not really paying attention when I think we literally bump into each other, and it
Uh,
startled me.
definitely, yeah.
Oh,
I think I'm
yeah.
still looking behind my shoulder.
And so we bump into each other like, oh, um,
Oh,
Gullible Mew? Is that a name you actually, your friends? Actually, you're just the person I needed to speak to.
I kind of have like my staff like put between us defensively, as if you're a threat for some reason. Um, yes, my friends call me Go Boo, because I am like the bird, flying in the sky.
Oh, well, I'm Haoran, my fiance's uh, suit, your friend. He ran off to speak with you earlier.
Yes, I know.
Uh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I was not paying attention to where I was going.
Oh, I don't know anything. I
Um,
mean,
are you in a hurry to get somewhere? I'm
no.
sorry if I am keeping you from getting to something more important. I apologize.
Uh, no. You don't have to apologize. Um, so you and Super happy.
I think so. I do enjoy spending time with him, and he's not bad to look at. Um, I yeah, I'm I'm like sound like I'm trying to make an excuse, like I'm trying to convince you that I am actually yeah. I mean, I just I mean, I would it would be nice if he introduced me to his friends. Well, I guess we're introducing each other now. Have you found the? Are you sitting anywhere? You could join me in the. I'm trying to think of what the fancy name is for where where the
The
overlook. I
pavilion?
was saying the over. You can, huh?
Oh, the skybox, you mean?
Yeah,
The
I'm trying to think of a
oh.
good name for that.
Um, hmm. Yeah, I mean, overlook or
Okay, over. I mean, you and any of your friends are more than welcome to join. Are you here with anyone else?
oh, I am being very rude. I did not introduce you. This is this is my dog, the Venerable Pay, and this is my sheep, my lamb, Baby Cloud. And I turned to the sheep and dog next to me.
Mm,
Uh, yes, we would love to join you in the overlook.
I will pet both of them because I find them adorable.
I think the dog is asleep and on the back. It's a pug, and I think it's asleep on
Okay.
top of baby Cloud's back. Yeah.
Yes. So, well, all of all of Soup's friends are invited. I believe he has a few here. But I can't quite remember the other person's name.
Soup is very social. I cannot say who his all his other friends are.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Well, all of his friends are invited. If since he doesn't seem to be willing to introduce me because he's off seeing his friends, why don't you? Do you mind walking with me for a while? Maybe you can introduce me to some of the people who are in your circle. I'm free for the time being until Soup comes back. I don't want to make my presence known in the overlooking without him. It would look poorly.
Uh, uh sure. Yeah, but I think yeah, I mean Moo's gonna not gonna yeah, but he's gonna be nervous like, the whole time, I think, that he's talking with you.
I think I'm aware enough to pick up on it.
Yeah.
Do I make you nervous for some reason? I will get slightly closer to you.
Um uh 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 um uh
Well
uh
don't be. I just take your arm and just
I Inner
let's
conflict, maybe?
okay.
you're just
I
gonna
mean,
rack
there's
up all the
several people
XP.
you're protecting, it seems. So,
Sure. Um um
and
do, do, do. Oh, a 10.
oh, wow. Okay.
Nice.
Wait.
Make sure you're marking XP whenever you roll inner
Cool.
conflict.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Um, on a 10, you managed to keep yourself. Oh, okay. I keep myself together. Yeah, I will introduce you to his friends. Um, and then I think once if I once I still start feeling more comfortable, I'll be like, "Oh, are you here on business or are you?"
Should I roll hearts and minds to see if you'll actually come more comfortable with me, or is that the right move for it?
Pressure somebody susceptible to your words. Say what you're trying to get them to do and roll. What are you trying to get Moo to do?
I am trying to get Moo to introduce me to some of the people in Soup's circle.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. You don't have to roll if you don't want,
Okay,
unless you want.
I'm bas
But yeah.
I'm basically trying to like get see Jintong, but I'm probably making it seem like I'm trying to see this the other person that you're trying to protect from
Hmm.
too, right? I can't remember their name.
Oh, King of
Let me
Pearls?
find.
Yeah.
The King of
Yes.
Pearls. Yeah. If you mention King of Pearls, I'll say, oh, I barely know him,
No,
and I'll try to change the subject.
I'm specifically trying not to say that. So I'm just trying to latch myself onto you to just get you to show me around to people so I can eventually see um Jin Tong just so I can know where they are.
Oh, so I don't think I ran into Jintong, been reunited with Jintong yet. So I don't think Moo would mention her at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come along, come with me. I wanted since you're being so nice, I should introduce you to one of my friends, Jade.
Oh, Jade, I know Jade.
Oh, you do? How? How do you know them?
Uh, how do I know him? I think maybe we ran while I was out in the pasture and you were asking for directions. Oh, but we're
Yeah, like
friends,
on the
right?
road, you know, met at a tea
Yeah.
house, spent some time together.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. Do Songbird of Evil. Um, yeah, I did not know Jade was here. We can go meet them. But
Okay.
oh, have you met Soup's sister, Radish? If not, I can introduce you, which is a ridiculous thing to suggest. But
Uh, that would that I oh sure. Yes, that would be lovely.
Mm-hmm. Inner
it's weird that you
conflict
have not
here?
met.
I think there's inner conflict.
Mark XP and roll, please.
Okay.
Anything but your style element. Lots of inner
All
conflict
right.
today, I swear.
I think I'll mark metal for control calculating.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. Um, completely forgot why I'm here now at the point. Yes. That would yes, that would think that would be great.
What'd you get?
I have to roll. I'm trying to find a roller. I apologize. My stalling
Oh,
did not work out. Oh well, let me see if I can find like
there's
some
one in the. I'll
markers.
put one in
I'll,
the chat. Yeah, we have one.
I'll just roll some real dice.
Okay.
All right. So that went off the table. 9. So mix. Yes.
Okay. Flee or keep it together.
I am going. Guess I'm going to keep it together. Does that mean
You
I?
gotta mark the element.
Mm-hmm. I already marked it before you start. I figured that's what happened. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you only
I.
mark the element if you are told to because of the move,
Right.
like when
Right.
you roll on it or whatever. Right. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I marked it when I rolled, but yeah, I marked it. Yeah. So any calculating I was planning to do by the wayside as I hear their name.
And maybe you do introduce, reintroduce Haoran to Radish. Um, but I just want to get through this one segment before, because this will lead right into the next session once we get into it. So again, first day assignments. Everybody's like button heads. Everybody's getting tense about the matches. And yes, Yang Mufeng is like, I'm gonna be in this tournament. I don't care. I want to regain my championship. And on the morning of the second day of the tournament, there is a newcomer arriving called Guo Butong. He demands entry into the tournament, but Chief Ouyang says no. And then, very publicly, he raises a marker, he raises a token in the air, and it gleams in the sun. And it is something that makes, or should give, that gives Chief Ouyang pause. And it gives him the right of entry. So, he's shocked by seeing the token. But he tells Guo Butong he must face two opponents at once. So, he does. Easily bests them in that crazy Smosh Brothers like obstacle course tournament ground, and the gamblers have placed bets. I think Moo, if you're watching King of Pearls, he's starting to look a little nervous. Um, and then Yang Mufeng is called out for the next fight with him. But when servants go into the competitors' tents, they find Yang Mufeng dead, stabbed in the back. He was killed before the day's events began. So, Your job is to collect clues for this particular mystery. And the facets associated with this mystery are the murder of Yang Mufeng, the events of last year's tournament, and Guo Botang and the Fallen Greenleaf Society, his connection with them. All right? So you have to have at least one clue match up with at least one facet. And the complexity of this mystery is 6, which means you should get at least 3 clues if you want to roll on negatives, which most people don't, but that's okay. And then get 6 clues to just kind of be able to theorize something with a straight roll, or get more than 6 clues and be able to roll on a bonus. All right, but we'll explain more about that further along in. But that is your job. You now have one dead body on the table, and you have to figure out what the hell's going on. Okay, kitty. Sorry. And that's where we're going to end for today's session. Any questions before we get into stars and wishes, like, really quickly? I don't want to keep anybody too long.
I suppose I have to come up with a new entanglement, right?
Yeah, I didn't mean to like rush that, but I mean I wanted to make sure that you knew what the mystery was before
Yeah.
before we ended
I
the
kind of,
session.
I think the setup, I expected he might die.
Yeah, but what's funny is
So
the fact that like if you had mentioned Yang Mufeng as the person that you were interested in, and Jintong went after Yang, I would have been like, oh,
that's
it's
true.
the
That would have been good
suspicion.
as
But
well.
I couldn't. That's why I was laughing. I was like, I wanted to hint at it, but I didn't want to.
I mean, do you want to rewind and say that you did say Wolfeng and
I
then
think
be
it's more
extremely suspicious?
interesting with radish.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably
sounds
because
good.
it also involves soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but thanks. Yeah. I think till next time, or maybe within the next session, I'll be able to fall in love again after grieving for a bit.
Jade Starlight
Can we
doesn't strike me as somebody that's like really deep into it, but okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
can we also do end of session? So
Oh,
XP?
yes, sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. Sorry. My fault. End of session. Okay. Ah,
All right, we can
I know it is in here. I see start of session. Where is this?
It's in other moves under
Oh, other moves.
advancement.
Thank you. All right. So, players mark XP when their character takes a loss in a conflict, agrees to another PC's suggestion when they use hearts and minds, rolls inner conflict, so everybody should have taken an XP anytime they rolled inner conflict, and has significantly interacted with their entanglements. So take a look at your entanglements. If you have interacted with your highlighted entanglement, I forgot to ask to have
Oh
it
wait.
highlighted.
Oh no.
Darn it.
Sorry. I didn't change it for here. Well, based on the most updated version of
Uh-huh.
this that Lowell wants, it's not that anymore. You don't do highlighting anymore. You
Okay.
just look at whichever entanglement is interacted with a lot, and then you can get 2 XP for it. I think that's how we did it last time too.
Yeah.
And then whichever one we only interacted a little bit with,
Yeah.
or somewhat with,
Some.
is 1, and then if you didn't interact with it, then it's 0.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so take a look at your entanglements. If you did do one like significantly this particular session, then go ahead and mark 2 XP for it. If you interacted just like a tiny bit, then that's the 1. And if not at all, then of course 0 XP. Okay? So let's go through
I think
everybody.
with the interaction between Soup and Hurang at the beginning, would that be a little bit, or I'm not sure how to qualify a little bit versus a lot.
Oh yeah, no, you totally, yeah, that one scene between you and Soup was pretty funny. Sorry. So yeah, I would say that would constitute like 2. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take it for 2 for sure.
Okay.
Gullible Moo, definitely 2 for your general entanglement, because like you're trying to protect people, and god dang if Haoran isn't trying to make it intimidating, for sure. Jintong. Oh man, definitely 2 for the Jade Starlight scene and you, for sure. Well, Soup gets. Yeah, I think give Soup 2 for dealing with Pen. Yep. Haoran, you got the 2 for the Soup. And
I think I didn't really interact with mine.
yeah, you didn't quite get there. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then everybody remember to mark off the 1 XP for their inner conflict as well. I think everybody rolled on inner conflict today. Okay. All right, so that should be doing it. That should do it for end of session. Thank you for pointing that out, Agatha. I'm totally, again, getting back into the groove of things. And stars and wishes. Things that you liked about the session, gameplay, roleplay, and wishes are what you'd like to see for the next session and in the future sessions for your character, especially. I love how confusing this is. That'll be basically my basic star. Everybody has like something going on, and for the way that you guys are just being so obtuse about it, it's really fun. It's so much fun for me to watch it. So I'm enjoying myself. And then wishes just to see more of it, and then see more opportunities for you to use your moves towards investigation and study, of course, to get some clues for the investigation itself. Yeah, I'm pretty basic right now. So yeah, that's what I got. I've been up since 4 as well, so sorry.
I went to bed at 4 and then woke up at 8.
Nuts. All right. We love
So,
games. All right, great.
mhm. So I think my stars are, of course, I enjoyed being awkward towards Soup, like super awkward towards Moo. Apparently that is the role I am meant to play, is to make people be passive aggressive and awkward. But also how Moo reacts to all of it was great. I I don't know. I just like Soup character. I mean, even for me watching the previous season, I was just like, so seeing him and his behavior is enjoyable. Um, I love the awkwardness between Jade and Jintong. That was amazing. I definitely would like to see more of that. Um, and yeah, I think my wishes are to get better at names because I know I was referring to Soup when I know I would have used Li Zing instead, but I could not remember what their actual name was. So I was saying Soup. So I be better at name is my wish, and my other wish is to actually have some sort of awkward interaction with Jintong, not intentionally. So that was one, and also having getting to talk to my good friend Jade. That would be those are like 2 main wishes, I think.
Yeah, star to both of the new people that joined today. Like Jonn and Michael, I feel like you really did an amazing job tying your PCs to the existing characters. I know it's hard to work with like an existing crew that have a lot of backstory already. So like I just like I feel like y'all did a great job. And I am very excited to like interact more with both of your characters. Personally, I am very happy that Jintong has like a personal plot line with both of your characters, so then I immediately know what to lean into for when we interact. I specifically star to you, Jonn, for just like the cop energy that Haoran is existing in spite of not being official in any way, and in fact being the opposite of a cop. Impeccable, amazing. I love it. And then also star to you, Michael, for like really working with me. I feel like we are still like kind of working through like a lot of like the backstory and like relationships. I feel like we got to the point where it made sense. But yeah, that was really fun. I love that you gave me the opportunity for Jintong to menace someone. That is a thing that Jintong often does, so that was fun. And then yeah, star to Thomas, who's not here, but I assume is gonna watch this, right, Thomas? No, like I mean, we all love soup. Everyone loves soup. Soup is so funny and like a dork, but also like just like causes so much plot. And so it's always great. It's always great playing with you, Thomas. And then yeah, also Rod. I feel like you are bringing like new things to play into for this season, and it's really cool to see like how Mu is still like the same kind of person, but like just with new problems, and we love to see it. Um, yeah, and then also Mads for always dealing with us as we're like, what if this, what if that? What if we come up with all of the things and now you have to juggle all these plot lines. I think you are still doing a great job. I love the establishing moments for that tournament that you did. That was cool. I think it really helped ground us. In terms of wishes, I would love I am looking forward to like the awkward first interaction between Jintong and Haoran, but I would also love to be menaced. I think like threatened in some way, or like I think yeah, anything like that would be very fun for me. Like, can hold a weapon to Jintong. I am down for all of that. Because I think that that is a relevant part of also what is happening to Jintong. Personal wish for me to play is like how much uh everything that just happened has affected her. I think it's like even just physically, like I think she's actually quite weak right now. Um, her energy is always that she is confident and she will do the things that needs to be done. But like in terms of like how she actually is, I think she's not doing great. Um, and yeah, so and playing that out and then also like emotionally, like why like I feel like she keeps sticking to Jade Starlight because she's like really emotionally like broken at the moment. And like that is like Jade Starlight is kind of like her anchor at this right now. And I'm interested in playing out more of that. I also am looking forward to investigating and then seeing how Jade Starlight will fall in love with someone else. So those are my wishes.
I actually just wanted to include on that. It's like I want to see the awkwardness maybe between Jintong and Soup. Like if there's any. Yeah, because I don't think we had a scene with you two yet, so that'll be interesting to see what that looks like. All right, so another wish for me.
I can jump in. Um, yeah, I had a lot of fun today. I love John that how runs here for on the one side because he loves Radish, but on the other side to murder Jintong. So it's like a love and murder. I agree with the comment. Yeah, I really appreciate that you played into that cop role. Uh, um, and I thought that was a very fun meeting that we had interaction. So I look forward to that, more of that. Um, Tom's not here, but I love the monkeys, the golden monkeys suggestion. And yeah, Soup's a great character. So that'll be fun. And it's fun seeing how our characters from the first season have changed. And that's going to be true of both of them. Um, uh, Michael, I love the idea of the historian kind of like as a food critic, where people are trying to impress and I get nervous about it. That's very cool. I like that there's a historian that character now in the mix. Um, and I love the that dynamic that you had with Jintong and that conversation. That was really excellent from both of you. Um, I look forward more to that and the misunderstandings as well. And yeah, Agatha, I love that you yeah, that felt like a new side to me, a new side of Jintong for me. That I thought was very cool. Uh, and I'm curious to see. Yeah, I think that'll fold into a wish that I'd love to see you have a fight scene with Radish at some point. Uh, just curious how
Wait,
that's gonna
you
be
want
like.
a fight scene with Radish, or you want me to have a fight
Oh,
scene with
I'm sorry.
Radish?
I want Jintong to have a fight scene with Radish.
Eh.
Yeah. Mads, I love the setting, I love the scenario and how you're bringing us into it as usual. And that I know it must feel like herding a bunch of cats with all these entanglements. Um, so it's gonna be fun to unweave ourselves or untangle uh everything there. As far as a wish, I would love to see us our characters, some or all, get drawn into the competition and fight in the arena um, for whatever reason. Um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to some epic fights. Uh, you know, as befitting the genre. So thank you.
So stars to everyone for being very kind and welcoming and helping us to get into the game. I have to admit, I have not watched any of your previous sessions. I will try to do it because it sounds so fun and interesting, but it still worked pretty well to me. At the beginning, it was a bit challenging, but you guys made suggestions or um, just gave your thoughts as well, and that made it quite easy actually to get into it. And Mads, you did a great job of setting everything up. And I liked in particular that we took the time to go over the NPCs and entanglements because that's really important. But also the establishing questions were pretty good. And um, yeah, I think I really liked um, Haoran and Soup being engaged in that scene and the whole dynamic. That's really interesting. I so stars to both of you, and I'm really curious about how Gullible Moo really is because, as I just said, I haven't watched any of your previous characterization and you portraying them, but they give me the impression of someone being really innocent and kind, and that's quite interesting. And I definitely want to interact with you, well, and Soup and Howran next time because that's going to be interesting as well. But I also want to um, keep exploring the relationship to Jintong. What because that was really interesting, especially when you stepped closer and I was like behind me was just the grave and you were really in my personal space. I really liked that moment. Yeah, so I think in terms of wishes, I'd like to keep my current romantic entanglement and maybe change it till the end of next session. So that as a reminder that I kind of was into that person and maybe I meet someone else in the next session. I do have 1 or 2 ideas already, but yeah, we'll see.
I pictured Jade Starlight being the kind of person that would end up falling in love with each of the suspects in the case, just to keep confusing things.
Definitely.
Can't be them. It can't be them. It's like I love them too much. Hopefully they don't end up dead. We don't know. I mean, it could be horrible. I don't know. It depends on how you roll. Who even does that? Come on now.
What? That stern look is obviously for someone else, not me.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all so much for your patience, because getting back into the groove of things, and also the beautiful introduction of our new characters who are just getting thrown into the mix. I cannot wait to see the havoc. This is what I enjoy out of these games for sure. So, just want to wish you all happy gaming for the next week, and then I think we're all together for next week. If not, I think somebody might be missing, but either way, I mean, we have enough people to have scenes and figure out, where you want to investigate, who you want to investigate, and who you want to get complicated with for next time. So I'm excited. So you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.
Thank you so much for running.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.